rest in pieces, down for the count.
Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about how Tombstone, yes, the perk, should work in Cold War Zombies. So you might be thinking, why are you talking about a Black Ops 2 perk? That makes no sense, Greg. You're crazy. You're stupid. Yeah, I am stupid and I am crazy, but Treyarch did tweet out, RIP 2020, here's to one hell of a year in 2021, hashtag Happy New Year on New Year's Eve, with a picture of a Tombstone can that looks like it's straight out of Cold War Zombies, and it looks like all the other perk icons and all that sort of thing, and it looks really, really nice. And this got me thinking, because everyone hated Tombstone and Black Ops 2. It just wasn't one of those things, but a lot of people are going crazy. This could mean that Transit is coming back, which would be kind of crazy. I think a lot of people would enjoy Transit. I hope that it's before the Earth was blown up on Moon, because let's be honest, the lava, the denizens, and the fog really ruined the map for me personally. I wouldn't say it's a terrible map, but it's definitely not my favorite. And also that 115 Day is coming out on Friday, so it could be an addition that they add into the game as well. And also we're getting Cranked on Thursday. I'll have a video about that as well. So overall, that seems really like a plausible thing that Treyarch could do. They could add that perk into the game. And where the perk machine could go, maybe they won't add one and it will just be in the Wonder Fizz on top of Noct. It could be there. If you go in like Dark Ether, you can grab the perks from the Wonder Fizz, or you could also wait 10 rounds after you turn on power to buy it. Or they could add the perk machine in like the pond or something, because there's really, I mean, there is quick revive there, so maybe not the pond, but I don't know, maybe spawn or something. I don't know. But anyways, if you guys don't really know how Tombstone works, I'm going to explain it really quick so that you guys can get caught up to speed on how it actually worked if you didn't play Black Ops 2. So basically, it cost 2,000 points. It only appeared on Town and Transit. Town was obviously part of Transit as well, but in Transit, it appeared at the power station. And what this perk did was, it was one of the 4 perk slots. It took one of them up, and if you ended up downing, you had the ability to feed the zombies, and you would basically commit suicide. You would die immediately, and obviously it would just work like how you downed and you bled out. So once you die, there is a tombstone that would appear, and it would stay there until you respawn next round. And if you went and grabbed the tombstone, you have 90 seconds to grab it. Then what would happen is you would get all your guns back and the perks that you had besides Tombstone. So this was actually a pretty good feature in co-op. It didn't really work that well on Transit, but on Town, if you decided to do 200 IQ plays, you could actually end up getting all 6 perks, as you can see in the gameplay. I was playing with my friend to get gameplay for this video, and I ended up getting all the perks, because if you bought the other perks and Tombstone, and then you got your Tombstone and get the other perks back, you could get all the perks on the map, which is actually pretty cool. Like, it's one of the best features in Black Ops 2, especially on Town. Like, everyone used to do it, and it seems like a really efficient way to get all the perks, and it was kind of cool. So anyways, let's talk about how this could actually work in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, because a lot of people have been thinking, like, what could it actually do? Does it just mean you're going to be able to keep your perks and your guns, and that's about it, and only be in co-op? Well, personally, I think it should be in solo and co-op, but I think they should have different abilities, because as you know, in Black Ops Cold War, each perk has 3 different tiers that you can use the Ethereum crystals to actually upgrade the perks. And I have a few suggestions, and I also got a few suggestions from people in my chat on stream when I was talking about it as well. So we're going to discuss those. So one of the main problems when you down in Black Ops Cold War Zombies and completely die out is you lose your salvage. So I personally think that having the ability to keep the salvage that you had when you respawn would actually be really helpful, because when you lose it in Black Ops Cold War, you literally can't buy armor. You're completely screwed the entire time. And it's nice that Treyarch gives you a higher tiered starting weapon that you start with, which is actually kind of nice. But at the same time, it's not going to be pack-a-punched, and you're basically going to struggle just like you completely died out in the older games, where you completely struggled because you lost your guns, you lost your perks, all that sort of thing. Well, if Tombstone was added just like it normally was, it'd actually be kind of cool, because then you would get your perks back and your guns back which would be really helpful. So overall, I think that those two things should stay in the game. Maybe one tier is getting all your guns back, one tier could be getting all your perks back, and then the third tier could be getting and keeping all the salvage that you had. Because if you were on like round 100, you'd have a ridiculous amount of salvage that you could use to buy armor and also get like chopper gunner or something like that, and also get like monkeys if you decided you wanted to do that, or anything like that. So I personally think that this is a good base version of Tombstone if you're playing in a co-op game. But back in Black Ops 2, you could not buy Tombstone in solo. And that's one thing that I think Treyarch should actually incorporate, because it would make no sense to have a perk that is only available in co-op when personally a lot of people, including myself, only play solo, because it seems like the most efficient way if you're trying to go for high rounds. And honestly, a lot of people just like playing solo in general rather than co-op, because you don't have to rely on anyone else. You just have to rely on yourself and how good you actually play. So I got a few suggestions in my stream on how this could actually work in solo, and one of the suggestions was from Menobot, and you might have seen him in like Pizza's chat or something, but he was in my chat and he said that he wants one of the abilities of Tombstone to work like Dying Wish. And that got me thinking, like, that would actually be kind of insane, because that would be really, really useful in solo. So if you guys don't remember Dying Wish from Black Ops 4, because you probably didn't play it, a lot of people didn't like the game. I personally really enjoyed it. Basically, what that meant, or how Dying Wish worked, is if you got all the way down to like 1 health, it would activate, and basically you could go like berserk mode and kill all the zombies and stuff, and then you wouldn't end up going down. So you would stay alive, and it had a recharge time. And each time you downed and used each time you used Dying Wish, it would take longer to recharge. And personally, I think that would be a very, very cool addition, and might actually work really cool in Black Ops Cold War for solo. And obviously, there's 3 different tiers, so maybe another tier that could work for solo is, instead of 1 self revive, you could actually get 2 instead of 1, which would be another really, really cool thing. And also, another thing that could happen if you ended up downing in solo is you just kept all your perks, because when you play in Black Ops Cold War and you down, you lose the last 3 perks that you purchase. So that's just how it goes. So, for example, if I had Quick Revive, Jug, and Speed Cola, and then I had Deadshot, Stamina Up, and also Elemental Pop, I would lose Deadshot, Stamina Up, and Elemental Pop. And that would kind of suck. So if you buy Tombstone, you keep all your perks when you get up. So let me know if you guys think that's a cool idea, because personally, I actually really like that idea, and I think it would be really, really cool to see. Now, obviously, 115 day is coming up, so if Treyarch does add it, I would not be opposed to it. I also hope that they do end up adding other perks like PhD, Mule Kick, that sort of thing, because I think those are kind of needed in the game. And even double tap would be kind of cool to have back in the game. And a lot of people have been talking about how they want like gumballs to come back in elixirs. Personally, I don't really think that the game needs it, but I would be open to that as well, because it would add a lot more variety to the game. But anyways, guys, if you have any ideas for Tombstone or how you would like to see it, let me know down below in the comment section, and maybe I'll make a part 2 to more additions that you guys have. But anyways, guys, I hope on Friday we do actually end up getting Tombstone back, and hopefully the predictions are somewhat close to how they are, because I would personally love to be able to use it in a solo game and also in co-op, to be honest. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.